Hi everyone, sorry for delay. Okay, I see some of you already raised an hand. Hi everyone. Currently we are trying to use Slido for our all Ukrainian webinars, and today I encourage you to use it too. I have 4 questions for you today prepared. So please type in Google Slido.com and just use this number. Yeah, 6469147, and you will be able to participate. So please, or use QR code. It's also a good variant. I believe who has access to phones, it would be easier to use QR code. No? For our, sorry, chat. Sorry. It's always my Okay, so panelists, everyone, I believe we can use it. Let's try. Okay, yeah, I see. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Elena, for sharing the number with us. Yes. Oh, I see someone from my Zaporizhia. Yeah, but I see we have a lot of people from Dnipro also. Please use this QR code. If you use it right now, you will be able to participate in all discussions. And just one time you enter and you see each new pool just at the moment when I'm showing it on the screen. Okay, I see. Okay, we have a lot of people from Ukraine, I believe, yes? Okay. Oh, each month we have all Ukrainian webinar, but it's always very heartwarming to see people from all cities of Ukraine and you writing to each other. It's so nice. Okay, I see we have a lot of Poltava today. Oh, we have even here and there in the chat and in our Slido. We have competition between Dnipro and Poltava. Okay, hi Mykolaiv. Hi, Kryvyi Rih, Rovtevode and Kiev and Ukraine, and even Transcarpathia with us here. Margaret and Smila. Oh, and Rivne with us, yes. You see. Let's give it a second for people to add. Yeah. So you see, we're trying to use Slido as it brings something for us to appreciate, not just like a very quickly running away comments, yes, like comments, but also something that we can visualize. That's why we use it with students and also with you, with teachers, to greet each other and also discuss important things and silly things too. Today I promised you that it won't be our average webinar. Then I'm giving you a speech about something we discuss here and there, and that's all. I will be speaking a lot, sorry. But I want to talk about issues that we experience and also pay attention how to improve, where to look, yeah? And I will encourage you to stay tuned till the end of the webinar. I will be telling you about ongoing competition that we have and also some plans that we have for competition in June for teachers only. Hi, Kiev and Kherson. So please stay tuned with me. And for people who only coming first time for this webinar and for having part in communication with NGL Ukraine for first time, I believe I'm ready to show you my name. Yes. Okay. Please, you can still continue to write. I'm just moving to the next slide. Oh, sorry. Cool. Too quick paste. Okay. My name's Irina Malarova. Sorry, why I don't see my video? What's happening? Oh, I can. My name is Irina Malarova. I'm a senior ALT consultant of Linguist Company, and also I'm an ALT consultant for National Geographic Learning in Ukraine exclusively. We are proud suppliers of materials of National Geographic Learning. Some of you probably already know, yes, and probably even using our courses. Today, we will be talking about some break and project-based learning ideas. So, it's what I do with my students. I know that we all experience this summer learning loss sometimes with our students, but most of ideas get to how to improve reading and math and just learn English. Most ideas go for summer school if you want to learn English. Maybe it's a good idea, yes, for some of us, but some of us looking for ideas what we can give to our students for summer break and them to do themselves, yes, without our influence, without us paying attention, without us checking homework constantly. Hi, Khmelnytsky and Rivna. Hi, Sabina. What I'm trying to tell you, that it's already time to congratulate you with finishing this long year. And I believe we are already ready to move for creating plans for next year, not just sticking only to the feedbacks and outcomes. Yes, but I will show you how to create this transition. And I asked my colleagues, ELT consultants and also fellow teachers through teaching for many years. I probably you too have a lot of acquaintances from teaching world, yeah, and asked them about projects, especially as I will be showing you what I want to do with such summer webinars. What problem they experienced with projects and how to improve, but most of them only given me some issues that they their bitter feelings about projects. So we will be discussing that, but we will be modifying everything that we will see for summer break. So big introduction to my topic, I believe, but let me tell you about your certificate. Is what makes any type of activity better? It's appreciation, yes, and feedback that you've been with us here. Okay, so you see your certificate of participation would be sent to you. Then let's count. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit of nervous today. So then in 2 days, it will be sent to you in 2 working days. Let's count together. Friday, Monday. Okay, so it will be sent to you on Monday. Please take a look at your email box, and if there are no letter, please contact me. My contacts you will see at the end of the webinar. I will send your certificate. But if you a newcomer today and you want to know what you would do with blank certificate, what do you need to do? You need to download it, type in your name and surname, and then print it as PDF. You can also print as using paper, but most of us printing is as PDF. So it will be like that. But also, please stay tuned. I will tell you what else we will send to you this certificate. It's a fun addition to our topic today, projects. Yeah. If you've been on our page, you already can guess, as we had a post about it recently. What idea I have about projects and what I can share with you aside from certificate. So let's go. Some slides. Yes, some of the slides. It's some funny facts that I found online. Just Googling and looking how different teachers, not only English language, yes, but what problems are there, what issues we have this summer, yeah, and we probably know this summer losing, summer learning loss. It's something that we have in common. These teachers of PE and teachers of biology, they all experience pretty similar, since most of ideas I can tell I've seen from teachers of math. They're sharing a lot of ideas how to have students practice a lot during summer break. But you see, it's a fact that really we believe that practice is important, and we can dull our skills if we don't do practice regularly, yes, and I can say religiously. But it's just that it's okay to lose something. Yes, like right now, even we have our teacher skills, but during the summer they would be becoming more dull. And what we need to just brush it with webinars, brush it with more practice, and we would have. One important moment, it's I want to emphasize, if I will be able. Sorry, I'm not the best online practicer. Just that I'm looking. Okay, probably can't find. What I'm telling you about. Please take a look at this number, 2 weeks and 1 month. It's what I believe is important for us to start this webinar. That it takes some time to reteach our students. Yes, and most of you already prepared for it. Yes, it's like something dreadful that waits us on September to take up to a month to reteach something, to retell some things, especially its grammar, yes, or vocabulary. It takes time, but we can just deal with it. Yes, look for solutions, or maybe you already can provide some. And that's why I ask you to use Slido. As you see, I have a question for you. How do you beat summer learning loss? Is the point even trying to fight it? Do you have some idea how to help your students? Maybe, I believe most of us already finished learning year. So tell me, what you have given to your students for summer? Do you plan to give them additional lessons? Or maybe it will be reading list. What do you use? Tell me. I told you, for who already used the Slido, they will be able to see it on their gadgets right now. So, share ideas with us. No wrong, not bad ideas. Yes, it's just that we exchange ideas, and I believe it's a great, to have conversation about what we can do to beat this summer learning loss. Or maybe we will stick to classic practices just because they work, yeah? Oh, promise not to give anything for summer. It's also good, yes? If you sure that your students would be having, let's say, less loss, yes? Then it's definitely a good idea to let them relax. As we had a pretty challenging year, and we spent a lot of time on working and undertaking a lot of activities, and right now some of our students prepare for multi-test. Yes, it also takes time. Today I want to combine something that we usually don't combine, primary and secondary school. It's just that I believe we will be able to speak for a lot. Yeah, so you see, things are adding. And today I mostly want to concentrate about revision. Yeah, not to create some brand new idea projects and activities for students for summer. No, just some relaxation and small revision. It's like it's always catching and it's always teaching. It's like double sword when you can give them some promises, but also give them additional tasks together. Okay, so let's take a look. What you propose to do? I'm interested, as I myself feel like this lazy student to read more in English, to Google more in English during summer. It just, I don't know, maybe child speaking within me, like see, maybe summer is not the best time to learn. It's hot, even if we have conditioner. Yes, yeah, conditioner is not solution to improve the learning process. Yes, okay. So I see songs. We have songs and this task. Oh, yes, it's good. If you already listen to a song, yeah, it's easier to go through it. And if you give them additional lab worksheets, yes, it's a really good idea. Mine is very close to what I want to share with you. Watch films in English. Yes, watch some of them, but I need to tell you, films, it's more entertainment, yeah? And we want educational activities, so we want something in between. educainment. That's why even TikToks can be better than films, as the films are long and most of what we pay attention, it's entertainment. We don't stop our films usually after 5 minutes and thinking, okay, what's vocabulary I heard? No, but with shorter videos, it would be working much better. So watching short films, I would propose such ideas. Okay, cartoons. Oh yes, cartoons and comics. I hope to find some comics, as I'm a fan of comics, as they provide a lot of vocabulary with content and context, and you can quickly learn them through real world situation. Okay. Read stories, yes, so reading, okay, and listening to songs. Songs and reading, some book. Oh, yes, definitely. I also get across of this idea, come across. Teachers give some blogs or maybe journals, something that we can write down our experience through the summer. Yes, it's like something that they can do. As a student, I played with my group mates in such game. Then it was a boring lecture for us, or some activity that we felt like it's hard to pay attention to. We mostly tried to improve our languages, and we describing while writing everything that we see around us. New people coming or someone speaking, we try to describe people, things around us, and then like sharing it with each other. So it's a really good activity. If you don't have mindset to learn today, yes, to pay attention to studying, maybe it's a good idea to practice your skills, yes. Okay, I usually ask them to use English as much as possible in everyday life. Oh, yes. It's just bad that right now we still don't have this bubble, then we see a lot of information in English around us, but some things it's okay, yeah, if you can make this, like they call shower talks, or at least think about, oh, this building I will call. Oh, this building, that building. So it's like that. And also, would I be able to see something about volunteering? No? How does this thing? Okay, visit UK and the live communication. Right now we have such. It's bad that we have opportunity right now to visit the UK, yes, as refugees. But I believe if it's some summer trip, yeah, why not? It's a good idea to visit country and learn culture. Yes, no language exists without culture. Yeah. Download Duolingo. Yes, a lot of activities. For some students it works, I ask them to use IELTS ACE app. There you can listen to text and you can record your speaking, and it will be automatically giving you some mark files. So a lot of activities can be done like that, yes. Something digital would be working. Okay, speaking lessons. Oh, extra lessons, extra reading, extra lessons. It's good. Play games, read stories. Oh, we do a lot. You see, it's like we sometimes give promises not to do anything, but we can find here and there what activity to give to students and help them to stay connected to English, yes? Discuss plans for vacations, yes, or maybe creating a list of plans, yes? Something like that, it would be good. Okay. Games, do revision. Okay, I wanted to tell that I still haven't met word projects, but I will tell you my life hack. Any type of activity can be turned to the project. Oh, okay. I will write it. It's an app. It's an app. It's free of charge. I myself, a die-hard fan of IELTS. I've taken it many times and taught students for it. Please Google it. It's like that. IELTS ACE. You can find questions for speaking part of us. Yeah, it's like I told you, we will be speaking about projects, but I'm advertising a free app. Just for a second, it's good. It's really good. And then you see answers and you record it. and it tells you how long are your paces. There you need to improve your pronunciation, all of this. It's a really good activity. Yeah. Okay. Camp. Language camp, yes. Summer school, summer language schools, it's what we're trying to look for. Yes. So films, videos. I wanted to tell you that most of what you named can be turned to the project. Today we will be taking a look how to do that, how to create projects for your students. As I've seen more response from students after them coming from summer to classrooms, then they have something that they see result, yeah, after, and for them to check their progress. So anything, online games, yes, it's also there. It's really helping. Even if it's something MMO games, yeah, then they can interact with other people speaking and using very simplistic English. Go, take, fight, yes, run. It still helps. So online games can be educational, can be more entertainment, but there we will be typing words, so it counts as spelling and writing. So why not? Why not? Okay. So. What we will be covering today, it's finally time to show you our agenda. We will be talking about project management and trying to use it for catering for self-study. We will discuss what's important in any type of project, process or product. It's like eternal dilemma. What's more important, process or product? And then we're talking about summer break. Obviously, it's something what we want to understand. There are students who will be benefiting more from processes of products of projects, yes? And we will try to modify most of tasks that I will be showing you today for summer break. Something that we will let's say that we already taught all these tasks and we've maybe tried one or two projects already with other students. We will be just modifying them for summer break. Good revision, almost no new knowledge, but providing them opportunity to practice, yes, freer practice, what we like. Presentation, controlled practice, and freer practice. Summer break, it's time for freer practice. So we will be looking at such tasks and obviously questions and answers. And I told you, I will tell you about competition. Okay, so why we use projects in ALT? Obviously, it's a good idea to add projects, but why? Oh, language camp, yes. I myself done speaking clubs and language camps for adults and for teens and for young learners. They all enjoy it more, and we probably understand why. Yeah, that sometimes they can be catering to what they really need. Yes, not just general learning of English, but their needs and also to their interests. So, why? First of all, it's 4C skills. They teach 4C skills. Can you tell me in the chat what skills we called 4C skills? What skills start with letter C? I often talk about that during my webinars, so maybe some of you already know and ready to share, like small revision. Yeah, I told you it will be not like a webinar. They are giving you a lot of new information. It's just one slide with some ELT information. Most of what we will talking would be not theory but practice. So communication, collaboration, creativity, and one more C. So we have communication, cooperation, collaboration, cooperation is the same, yeah. Creativity and something critical, yes. Critical, yes. Critical thinking, yes, obviously we will be teaching that critical thinking differently. It's what we want to teach our students right now, for them to be 21st century communicators, yes, for them to easier blend to the real world and be more connected with challenges that it provides our students. So we're doing that. We teach them communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Most of that can be done through summer break. I myself live near the playground, and I see what children do right now. They play games, they communicate, yes, collaboration and communication happening. Then they have heated discussions about some songs, about Russian and Ukrainian, about our culture, about what ice cream to buy. So a lot of communication with some influence of critical thinking is happening, and also creativity. They build something using sound, and also they create some graffiti on other pavement. So it's also happening. It's just they're not using English for that. So it's something that we can include and help them to use during their summer break. But it's what people do naturally, like communicate, collaborate, analyze information, yes, and create something. So it's natural for us to do such activities. So why not add English to it to help our students to revise what they learned with you? Yeah. Okay. And why more? I have more reasons. First of all, assessment. If we will be speaking about learning year, then yes, it's formative, and so it would be two types of assessment. Yes, we can check progress and we can see outcomes. But here, when we speak about summer, yes, it's also assessment without assessment. My favorite type. Then you provide something and you see outcomes, but you don't give marks. Yes, you don't waste your time on giving marks. And also, students not so pressured to receive the higher mark. They just understand that they're doing it for the sake of fun and also learning something new and trying some fun, like engaging activity. Yeah. So it helps with assessment, but mostly as we see how learning outcomes, what learning outcomes we have, and also it helps to manifest students' learning abilities. So they can really develop their skills. Like if you give them lessons about how to learn, yes, something called learning to learn, let's say, yes, how to read, how to speak, how to write. They can use all these activities too, all these skills too during summer break. Not always in English, but they still would be developing them. So it's some outcomes and some abilities would be helping, yeah, for learning. Yes. Okay. Then it's good variety. What we want for summer? You told me a lot of summer camps ideas. Yes, English speaking clubs, all that, all different activities that you proposed. It's all speaking to variety. Yes, we want diversity, and classroom sometimes dictates rules. How we will behave, what we learned, and what formats we will have with learning. Yes, but then the beyond classroom, we can do a lot of activities, and they also will be very good. So then you want to, let's say, derive from learning from books, and maybe try to learn from environment. Yes, it provides a good variety. And also students enjoy projects, but it's in ideal world that students enjoy any type of projects. Most of them enjoy projects, but they need to be clickbaited. Yes, they need to be engaged, not just any type of project that would be interesting to them, but something that they understand, I want to see the results. I want to see my outcome. Yes, and even if it's harder to do than we usually do it at classroom, I will give more time, more energy to finish it just for the sake of seeing what I will receive. Yes, so a lot of real world connected projects would be working better during summer than just projects that we create without any context. And if you can explain to your students why they need to do that, it would be helpful. Yes. Oh, yes. Self-esteem, confidence, obviously. What I wanted to tell you, I asked my colleagues, I told you about the situation with projects. Why they enjoy it, why they don't, what goes wrong with projects. So they told me one of the ideas that I already seen, that it takes a lot of time, and we always don't have enough time for really complicated and big activities. Yes, a lot of time. It's really too complicated, and it's hard to do, as we need to explain with students steps how to do something. We need to monitor them, we need to pay attention to what they do, and also we need to give them time to check. Yes, to check with each other, and then to have discussions. As usually projects, if it's done as pair work or group work, they really help us to have a discussion. But we also need to give time to let them give a presentation about their projects. If you doing it during learning, yeah, but if it's not like that, if we taking it for summer break, it still takes time to prepare, to do, and to explain. It takes a lot of time. We can improve that, to look how to improve our attitude to projects if they take in too much of your time. First idea is that we need to understand that any type of projects have different steps, and several of them are easy to follow in this construction, that you can break into separate tasks for teachers and students. Okay, I will be showing you, no, you see all of them, but we will be going for teacher column and student column. Please tell me who needs to formulate the task, teacher or student? Please write TOS. Oh, teacher. Yes, we create activity, we have, okay, yes, both. Maybe if it's student to student, sometimes you give students opportunities to be teachers, yes, and help each other with projects. But formulating the task, what to do, it comes from teachers. It's important to come from teacher. Okay, it's teacher. It's what we pay attention more. It's what we take the most. The responsibility of teacher is here the only thing that we need to do the most, and it would set the standard how well your students will do something. It's this initial task, you giving them prep step, yes, initial discussion, what to do. And if you do some projects during summer break with your students, especially young learners, what you need to do, set example, give them something as a final result, for them to see steps, how you do it, and also see what they receive. They can imitate, it's okay to imitate. They wouldn't be able to imitate it perfectly, but setting task and explaining what they need to do. And it's important, it's our work. Just because our students would be comparing for the next steps, this is what they heard from you, what they've seen from you. So it's that formulating tasks, so this is us. And take a look. Next one, outline and intimidate goals. It's also us. So breaking into stages, it's also our responsibility. So if you find an interesting activity and you want to create a project, it's good. You need to do 2 steps. To create initial task and break it into the steps for them to understand how to do it. Following steps, not to do it just like a big goal. As most of students find it hard to do something creative. If it's told them like, draw a picture. Okay, but if I don't know what where to start. Oh, I need pencils, or maybe I need a pen, or maybe felt pin would be better. So we need to think about what things we will be using, and also what goals they would need to achieve. But pay attention, who need to look for solutions for your task? Student or teacher? Please, S or T? We're talking about student or teacher. Then looking for solution, who would be proposing? Students. Yes, thank you, Margarita, definitely, and Yulia. Thank you, students, obviously students. And there, they have the zone of responsibility for students, not parents, on summer breaks, it's not about parents, it's about students. So looking for solution is responsibility of students. They can create crazy ideas, how to satisfy your task to draw something, to listen, to watch something. Yes, they can also find solution that they will be not reading but listening to audiobook. Yes, so they're looking for solution. But why not? It will be their responsibility. And take a look. Next step goes also for students. They compare their result after implementing the solution with your initial task. That's why it's so important for us to explain what we need to do. We explain, and then students, then we have the solution, they try to implement and compare. Something goes wrong, or maybe it's not enough. You're asking them to draw a picture of building, and they draw not a building, they draw door. Is it satisfactory enough? No, it seems no. That is the responsibility of students to see and compare. Critical thinking goes on this step, yes, looking for solution too, but mostly here, then comparison is happening. And then they need to do next one, adjust their performance. If something is not satisfactory enough, why not to take your drawing, just repeat and throw away and start with a new one? Yes, it's good to be critical to what you do. And it's also responsibility not of teacher. Why I'm telling you all this about, then we're speaking about time, no time. It's that all your time need to be focused only at first steps. And then present final result. It's why we lose time so much, as we try to help our students to do all these steps they need to do themselves. And for that, one of the best solutions is to teach your students how to do project. And next time, ask them how you would do that. Explain the task, explain the goals, but ask them how you would do that, and make the responsibility of students definitely be a responsibility of students, not like students are doing, but you're helping, and they expect their parents also to help. No, make it their responsibility. And present in the results, it can be done in groups. They can present not to teach you, but if it's online, if it's summer break, they can do it like just for sake of entertainment and share with their friends. Yes, with their family. It's not important to show you the final result for their summer break. Yeah. All that can be given them. Just bring them the task, yeah? Give a task and let your students do. But you need to understand the task needs to be correctly formulated. Without instruction, clear instructions and helpful instructions, projects would be tedious to do. That's why we're trying to help. Okay, so it's that. But another one, it's that sometimes projects, we're looking only for that projects that propose us products at the end, something that we can touch, yes, product, and something like a poster, create a poster, or write a summary about book you've read. It's all that, it's a product, and it really takes time for students to do, and it's sometimes like too much, yeah, too hard, and even too time consuming, as it's not only teachers' time important, it's students' time important also. So you see, we need to try new type of products, especially for summer break. It's process products. As non-product products, we also have all this important and valuable experience that we can give our students. It's just that the importance would be shifted to the process. Them enjoying it and doing it and learning something in the process, not creating you like a flag or a book. Yes, it can be done as a blog. Yeah, and we probably can even not to share it with you. It's just that they enjoy the process of doing it. And you see what we can do. I believe if we're talking about primary school, most of you have in book something that's called stories or fairy tales. Yes. And these stories or fairy tales, they have something interesting that's called values. Yeah. And this value is something like say thank you, say hi, say bye, say you're welcome, help your friend, something that we can use in real life. Ask your students to do that for summer break to use some particular one value, two values during the summer break for them to create this change in their behavior, and that would be your product. They can also do some role playing. They play a lot of games. Create funny game they can play at the playground using English words too. Yes, or ask them to do a journal about making good deeds based on the values that you've seen in stories. You can implement what you already passed and learned in your students' books. So it's that products. Processes are important as products wouldn't be present, but you would see manifestation of their skills and their abilities through such changes. Therefore, next year we will bring you all this politeness and also mindfulness that they can learn during summer break. Okay, next problem. Please put pluses if you experienced that. As it's one of my colleagues told me, and I've gave some thinking. Is it common enough or no? My students sometimes give up on completing their projects. You give them projects and they give up. In the middle, and they bring unfinished projects. Oh, I see. Most of I try not to overstress my students with complicated projects. I don't like drawing posters, at least not if I have opportunity to do something else. I will do something else than drawing a poster with my students. But most of them, yes, bring unfinished works sometimes, so they stop in the middle and tell, oh, I didn't have enough time, I didn't have materials. So a lot of excuses you can hear from your students why they give up on completing. So what we can do, I will piece up a bit. You need to divide. I told you, you need to set goals, but also you need to separate your projects and pay attention. It's very important that we understand that different students have different needs, and especially if we're talking about their age abilities. You see, projects need to be broken into stages and poses. So what you do, if it's younger students, if younger learners, if you say 6-9 years old, it's 1-2 steps then pause. 1-2 steps pause. So they need to know that they do a stage, then they have a break. Stage, break. So I will show you examples how it's happening, but you understand. Big project need to be separated into steps and breaks, and these breaks that let them to relax and then finish. It's hard to do. Then we have lessons, but then we have summer break. It's okay. We can start a project, then give ourselves a day to relax, and then return next week. It's like me doing something and saying I will do it tomorrow, but returning day after tomorrow. So take a look. If it's older students, they can do more steps without break. It's 2 or 4, but they can't do all the project just sitting and doing, as they wouldn't receive motivation. They would receive stress. And even if you try something good and you enjoy new activity, if it's too much, it's too much. That's why we are trying to break any type of project, if it's even reading a book for summer, in 2 steps. Provide them this, if you're giving them a book, this reading plan. What you want them to read. 2 chapters, for example, then break for a week. More 2 chapters, break. You understand? They need this space. Then they active and they passive. Active and once again passive. Why they do? If you're doing it with your students, if it's during the learning here, pauses, breaks. Have some students to finish their step. You understand? We have students who are quick finishers. They try to finish it quickly, go and skip some steps. And it's okay. But we also have students who feel dismotivated when they see that others are already finishing. For that, we create these breaks for our students to be active and to finish. It's just that some students can use these breaks to finish the step. You understand? Some students need 1 week to finish 2 chapters, but some students need a week and a half. Yes, some of them need 2 weeks, and these breaks can be used for such students, and we will be providing them with a different approach. Yeah, take a look. If we're speaking about young learners, we have something that called steps. It's our world cards. We have steps. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to create something. It works like that. Take a look. It's already divided for you. You see, you can quickly understand the steps, and you can follow it. And even if you just sent a picture to your student, you already done it with them, we understand. Oh, I need to do this, and I can create it. Maybe we'll create it differently, but they see what we need to create and they see outcome. The best ideas come from primary school. How to teach students to do projects, even if they're older. I will show you more. Take a look. It's 5th grade. It means it's already secondary school. We have more steps. We need to create a tornado in Java. So what we are doing, we have 6. For such age, we can already break for these projects in 2 steps stage, and then give them 3 breaks. Yes, they can analyze the situation. It's what you see. I told you they need to look for solutions. So they divide in groups and they work to create. They collect materials. Then they have a break, and naturally we will look what we already have. Oh, okay, next step. Okay, I need this and this. Okay, and pause at least for 5 minutes. If it's not a whole book, it's just a jar and tornado, you can do that like that. Breaks are important. And letting your students to understand that anything big activity can be divided, and yeah, we can make pauses. It's okay. Nothing would be a problem. It's for secondary school, and it's E2. It's already 7th or 8th grade. You see here we have projects that are related to be yourself, make friends. We give them activity that just give instruction, create a game, create a presentation, and then no explanation of the steps. Explanation, think about this and that. It's for students to understand what focal points they need to satisfy. Yeah? But it's not about them understanding the steps. If you see with such activities, with such project problem of your, it's time consuming, explain to students how to break it into stages, yes, or provide them with alternative, how they need to satisfy that, look for more information, yeah. What kind of information would be enough to answer this question, at least model for them the first focal point, and it would be much more helpful to them. It can be like a discussion, but it's during learning year. If you provide such activity for summer break, be prepared that it's only for students who already done a lot of projects with you. Without prior projects during learning year, it would be harder for them to do something like that. Okay, next one. Students need an adult to help them with their project. I believe all of us have some pretty common idea about that. Yes. Students need a teacher, students need parents, yes? So it's something that we have in common, that not really some projects need to be self-study, and pay attention that projects can be done differently. It can be solo projects, and then we will be trying to help our students develop what? Full autonomy and time management skills. If you see that your book proposes a lot of pair activities for projects, give them for summer break the same project, but for solo activity. Try to help them work autonomously. As especially in primary school, you hear a lot of that assessment. It's not how well used to doing something. It's more about how quick they can repeat the same activity and improve results. So it's about that. The first try, it's okay. You can do it together during learning year, but second try can be given to summer break, and let your students to repeat it, but in different way. If it's better, we turn to solo. Or if it's solo, we turn to pair. And naturally divide our class, like saying, oh, you need to find time and communicate with each other however you want. It can be Viber, it can be a Zoom call, it can be anything. Students know how to communicate with each other. And try to do it together. Yeah, you give them pairs. Or it can be group projects. So different types of projects can be turned to different styles, and you see different skills. Here it's time solo, it's time management. Listening and speaking skills during discussion would be obviously working in pair, but teamwork skills, how to be leader, how to be supporter, how to mediate between leader and supporter would be working with group projects. I'm showing you one more time this one. You see, we propose two variants. It can be work in groups and create a presentation. But if I've done with my students both during our lessons, I just change it. The first one, solo games, yes? And the second one, group presentation. Then we have a first lesson for a classroom. You would tell us in groups, yes? And then you will be listening only, let's say, 5. Yes, 5 presentations. It's much quicker than listening to a lot of presentations. So just turn the table. Let them experience new things with something that they already learned. As there, you wouldn't be having problem with vocabulary. They already learned, and the grammar also would be with them. It's just that you're giving them new opportunity to try everything that they learned. You see, it's one more time, primary school, level 3. Also, we have steps. You see, they need to create scrapbook. It's something about experiences. I just taken this page for you to see and emphasize one more time that one of the best projects during summer break, it's something that they can pour their experience into. They can take photos, okay, can make writings and explain what we experienced during the summer break. So it's really interesting. And so we pay attention to such activities as what they can do. Yeah. And if they can do that, it can be done like that. Some activities can be about using Jamboard. You see, they need to find 2 posters and they need to create more posters. They're all about it. Not my favorite one, as I don't really enjoy doing posters, but I provide my students with a Jamboard, give them 2 posters as example, and show them how to do it. And then open, you know, on Jamboard you can create many blank spaces so they can work. And name it group A, group B, group C. They can do it as their project and add some new information, draw there together. Then they have time. Yes, so it's not related to the school time that they spend with you. It's more about their self-study. But they're doing some projects they already experienced, and they find maybe new ideas to it. Yeah, it's always with such projects find some new information. Every time they find a new, not come with the same one. Next one, materials. Materials ask us to spend more money and collect them and become a hoarder. My problem. I collect a lot of materials and even books. It takes a lot of space. But what we can do? Sometimes we need to think that maybe it would be good to look for some substitution. It can be any type of substitution, and I wanted to show you this tornado in the jar. If it's hard to find jar, water, glitter, and also dishwashing liquid, and ask your student to combine it and work with it. Give them something as a similar. They need to speak about tornado and also extreme weather. Why not to let them to do that? Okay, let me share. It's really interesting site that I found, and I believe it would be a good opportunity. Take a look. It's a site called Skydinks. It's about different weather, and I found such such simulative tornado, and you can play with it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can choose the speed. Yes, let's make it bigger. Understand, right now it's not the best demonstration as we experienced very sad events, but it's about weather. It's not about Russians. So let's see how it will work. I need to press go, and I will see the result of it. You see, it's not going very quickly. And let's try and make it smaller. Okay, let's see. It's going, but it's going differently, you see? So you can let your students find substitution and enjoy similar ideas and similar discussions. It's just that it would be given differently, and then different experience would be waiting for them, but the same vocabulary. So I usually provide this tornado simulator with activity that can follow. They're learning what hurricane, sandstorm, and also vocabulary. What we need to do right now is important, yes? What is a flashlight, shelter? But ask them if it's a hurricane, if it's a sandstorm, what you would do, what scenes you would take, and provide them with information how to create narrative, personal narrative, and give it this Jamboard. Groups A and C do hurricane, groups B and D do sandstorm during summer. I create several projects for summer break and let them use it and do as they feel like doing, with their pace, with their abilities, with their vocabulary that they find helpful. The same here. For autumn, we propose them useful vocabulary, like they know what words to use to create these ideas. So it's something that can work. But you understand my idea that grammar and vocabulary need to be utilized. Max, yes, Yulia, I remember that, Max, it's a really good idea. And I want to show you this one. Okay, it takes time. Right now they have another page that you can find in Telegram, Vibe, and also you can find it Facebook, Facebook page. You can find this post called Look and Make Free Summer Projects for Young Learners. It has some conditions. You need to become a part of NGL Ukraine family. But I will send you free projects, this video, with 2 games using word wall. Please take part in it. Yeah? It's rather interesting. And also you need to leave for me your explanation of a lesson that went wrong. Your own lesson that you experienced, just in general. What went wrong with your project lesson, or maybe it would have been grammar lesson, so please. Your certificate of participation will be sent to you. I believe it's important to emphasize one more time that it will be sent on Monday, yes? Junk box and also your email box, please check both of them, then contact me. I will send your certificate if it's not there. And thank you for having me today. Thank you for all of you being with me today. I really welcome you to come during summer break for our events. But also, I wish you a really good summer and safe summer. Please stay healthy and pay attention to your emotional state. Yes, it's right now it's much more important than learning a lot of new information. So if you have any questions, please contact me. Just Google Linguist.TA and you will be able to find my contact information there. Then you receive your certificate of participation. You would receive a link for this post about projects. And if you leave a comment for me about what's went wrong with your lesson, I will send you these 3 projects for primary school.